Attention Ethereum holders, Ethereum ETH could be on the verge of a major, significant mega crash. This is very serious if you hold ETH, or you're thinking to hold ETH, or you would like to get into ETH in the future. This may be one of the most important videos that you watch on Ethereum to understand this major move that is brewing, and it's lining up pound for pound, move for move, and it spells an absolute disaster. However, this could spell one of the best buying opportunities. When you finish this video, you're gonna understand where an incredible area to buy Ethereum. And if you like Ethereum, this is where to load up. But it's getting very serious as we have a mega 3-day death cross quickly approaching with Ethereum. It just happened with Bitcoin. We're gonna cover the last time that this happened with Ethereum and what has happened. And so far, in each move, pound for pound, the fractal patterns are repeating. The secrets are in the charts. We're gonna dive deep into the charts and only cover the facts in the charts. I'm also going to give you my honest opinion on what I believe is going to happen, and some price targets will be revealed in this video. If you're new here, my name is Steve. I started in the stock market a little over 20 years ago. I made every mistake in the book, and over the past 20 plus years, I figured out how to dominate this game. I'm here sharing my tips and secrets with you so you can have substantially less stress and a lot more success. We've been covering crypto since 2017. Our main focus on this channel is to help you use your crypto to get closer to financial freedom. Hit that subscribe button right now. Let's jump straight into it. We're going to cover Ethereum in a way that you haven't looked at it before. Now you've heard of the death cross, and if you're new to our channel, then you may have heard of the death cross on the 1 day, but not much other than that. Well, we started covering the death cross back in 2018, and we covered it with Bitcoin. Bitcoin was on the verge of a 3-day death cross, which Ethereum also had in 2018. A lot of people didn't want to believe that we could crash substantially lower in Bitcoin back in 2018 after the 3-day death cross, but that's precisely what we did. However, with Ethereum, it crashed even harder. It was even more dramatic. And when I show you this chart and we line it up pound for pound, you're going to see. What our focus is on this channel are the biggest moves in crypto. That's why you just subscribe to our channel. We cover the biggest moves. We covered the 3-day death cross months ago, preparing our community for a mega crash in the entire crypto space. Not a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago, about 4 months ago, we started preparing everyone in our community for a mega crash. We're in the midst of it, and I'm here to tell you it could get substantially worse for Ethereum. Let's take a look a little bit closer at the facts in the charts. Back in 2018, we were holding this green line as support. Through the bull runs, we will hold this green line as support, right? And then you can see in 2020, we did the same thing. We held through the entire bull run. We held this green line as support. When we started to have trouble and we dropped below this green line, just like in 2018, we dropped below by a substantial margin, all the way down to this pivot point. And we'll just take a measured move so you can get a sense for how this is looking. We dropped about 50% below this green line and then rallied all the way back up, only to be rejected from this green line. Why? Simply because what was our support got broken, so it becomes our resistance. As soon as you break support, it becomes your resistance. It's as simple as that. So we dropped 50% below and then rallied all the way back up, only to get rejected. That precise move happened in 2022. Once we finally broke it, let's see how far we moved down below. Remember, the last one was about 50%, and this one is about 44%. Pretty much similar. And then we rallied all the way back up, only to get rejected. And then only once we got rejected from this green line, and again, during the bull run, green line support, we broke support, it's resistance, we got resistance. That pushed us all the way back down through the red line into the same fractal pattern that you see here. So you see circle number 1, rejection from the green line. Circle number 1, rejection from the green line. Right after rejection from green line, we plummeted all the way through the red line to form this fractal right here. Okay, that's the move we're in as we speak. Now what's interesting is this move is, you can see once we started this fractal pattern, this move is about 50 days, 54 days before we had the death cross, meaning this fractal pattern that we're in right now, that we were in 2018, similar to now, back then was about 54 days before, okay? Now, as we look at today, you can see we broke through, and this pivot point here is roughly 51 days before we're scheduled to have the death cross on the 3-day. So if you line this up, pound for pound, move to move, we're in these fractal pattern. And this pattern is repeating itself. Now, are we going to sit here and say, hey, it's going to repeat every step of the way and each day it's going to react? No, this is a big picture concept, and the big picture is crystal clear. This could get substantially worse for Ethereum. Not a little bit worse, substantially. These are the major moves we're talking about, because Ethereum went from this fractal pattern, which was roughly, we'll call this what, 30% below this level here. Yeah, we're about 30% below our red, right? What are we today? We'll look at our red here, and yeah, we're about 30% below right now. So you can see it's pound for pound, move for move, and the big picture is crystal clear. And again, right now we're just presenting the facts. And if this is your first time watching our video, you just subscribe because you do not want to miss these major moves. Imagine following crypto in 2018 and having everybody be incredibly bullish that we're going back to the moon, and our channel was talking about a mega crash. It's just the same thing that happened in 2022. 4 months ago, everybody was incredibly bullish and we were calling for a mega crash. Now we're in the midst of a mega crash, and it could get much worse, right? Now I want to give my open and honest opinion on what I believe is going to happen, because just using your naked eye, you can see, okay, dropped 50% below this green line and then rallied all the way up to get rejected from this green line, and then we plummeted about 30% below the red line. 2022, we plummeted 50% below this green line, rallied all the way up to the green line, only to plummet all the way through the red line, and now we're about 30% below. And by the way, we're about the same number of days prior to the death cross. You can see this indicator here is our custom indicator. This tells you, this projects when this death cross will happen, and it's based on price action, so this can move day to day, fluctuate a little bit here and there. But you can use your naked eye to say, okay, Ethereum went from this fractal circle all the way down to here. This is not a 5 or 10% drop. This is substantial. So how much of a drop is it? Where could this put us in prices? And more importantly, what do I anticipate is going to happen? Now, I do want to say this is a bear market. We not have been in a bear market for a couple weeks or 1 or 2 months like some people project. We've been in a bear market for a long time, and we're still in the beginning stages of this bear market. It's still playing out, right? You can see that. I just want to show you something that I hope you're sitting down. If you love Ethereum like I do, I want you to sit down when I'm going to show you this, because I want to paint a picture that nobody has painted for you before. Because a lot of people are like, hey, Ethereum's going to rebound. Hey, we're going to go back to the moon. But take a look at this. So we can all agree, you and me, we can all agree, and everyone else watching this video, we're in this fractal pattern. All right, all the data points point to that. There's no data points that point to we're not in this fractal pattern. Take a look at this. If we ask ourselves, when did prices start to get above this fractal pattern? How long was it? Because we didn't really get above here and stay above. It actually was all the way here. So how many days was that? Is that like 100 days? Is that a couple months? No. Take a look. If we just take a measured move from here, and we're trying to understand at what point did we get back above these prices, okay? How long was it until back here in this fractal pattern, how long was it until we actually got above these prices? How long are we talking about? Well, I hope you're sitting down, because it tells you right here on the charts with the facts back in 2018, this fractal pattern took about 715 days to recover. 715 days. About 2 years it took us to recover and get back above these prices. That means, theoretically, if we were to complete this full fractal pattern in terms of time, it would be 2 years from now until prices got above $1,831 for Ethereum. Now, that may seem like absolute BS. There's no way in hell this would ever happen, but I'm just presenting to you the facts. I have not said that's what I believe. I'm going to tell you what I believe is going to happen here in a moment, but I just want to present you the true and honest facts. No BS, no fluff. I'm not trying to make you feel better. I'm just giving you the facts. This is a chart. I read it to you like a book. You take it for what you wish. But I guarantee if you're new here, you just subscribed, because what we present on this channel is straight to the facts, no BS, and the biggest moves in the space. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, I want to give you my honest opinion, but let's be very, very clear about something. We're in a bear market. This is a time to learn. Your portfolio is hurting. You want to recover your losses. The only way to do that is through education. You have to do it. I got in stock market a little over 20 years ago. I got destroyed because I didn't have the education. My ego got telling me I know what I'm doing. I didn't know what I was doing. You need that education to recover your losses. I've taken my 20 plus years of information and mistakes and knowledge and dominant strategies, condensed it down into the most simple and dominant strategies. If you're serious about recovering your losses, and you're serious about gaining financial freedom in crypto, you need to sign up to my courses. My courses have changed lives all over the world, and right now, because we're in this devastating bear market, we have a ridiculously huge discount. My courses will save you a tremendous amount of time and stress. This is the most popular. You go to cryptocrewuniversity.com, you go to the all-in-one, and you sign up here. And take a look at the discount when you sign up using Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's absurdly huge discount when you use crypto, okay? Sign up right here, cryptocrewuniversity.com. You get access to me 24/7, 365. We're answering all of your questions, helping you every step of the way. This will be a game changer, okay? These courses have minted a lot of millionaires, and hopefully you are the next success story. But let's get back to the charts. And by the way, if you use your Ethereum to sign up to the courses, this is when Ethereum is still valuable and you can get a lot of bang for your buck. Okay, don't wait until here. Okay, you'll have to use a lot more of your Ethereum. Now, knowing that these fractal patterns have repeated, knowing that we dropped 50% below, rallied up to the green line, plummeted 30% below the red line, and what is this fractal pattern saying? How low did we drop from this point? Let's just take a little measured move here. And I hope you're sitting down because these moves are quite crazy. But we're talking about 67%. Meaning from this fractal pattern we're in now, Bitcoin plummeted another 67%. What would that put us at, ballpark? With Ethereum, 67% would put us roughly at $590. Now there's a few ways to look at it because Ethereum plummeted after we had this death cross, right? We had this fractal pattern, and as we got closer to the 3-day death cross, we had another leg down, we formed another base, and after we had the 3-day death cross, it broke that base and capitulated into its final leg down. This ultimately formed our base, and then we held that base for the next few years, forming that incredibly strong base to have us excel into a bull market, okay? This is incredibly healthy, this base that we formed, but it took 2 years, all right? Now, if we were to do the same, right, we would have this fractal pattern here. As we get closer to the point of the death cross, which by the way, currently is in June, all right, towards the end of June, we would have another leg down prior to June, and then roll up into June, towards the end of June, have this death cross, and then have our final capitulation right after that. All right? And then take a few years. But what do I think is going to happen? Here's what I'll say. Ethereum is not going anywhere. Okay. I also believe NFTs are not going anywhere. There's a lot of use cases for Ethereum, but we need to get to the point where everybody is saying Ethereum is dead. Everyone is saying NFTs are dead. Everyone is saying crypto is dead. We're not even close to that yet. Everybody is still excited that a rally is around the corner. We're not close to the bottom yet. This is still in the first couple innings of this bear market, and you can see with your eyes right here. I will say this. I would be more excited about the future than doubtful, because you're going to have arguably the best buying opportunity of your life with Ethereum. If you weren't in the crypto space back in 2018, 2019, this is going to be a golden opportunity if you love Ethereum to load up. Now, how do you know when to load up? There's a couple interesting things here. What I will tell you is when we actually had our golden cross, which was here in May 2020, when we had our golden cross, this is when we started holding this green line as support. This was the moment that you said, hey, this bear market is over. We had our golden cross on the 3-day and we went to the moon. And we actually rallied right after this golden cross. We rallied roughly 2,600. It's just absurd. 2,600%. I mean, what I would look for is for us to continue following this fractal pattern, to find our bottom, to form our base, and to have our golden cross, okay? A lot of people will try to enter around the golden cross. Some people will try to time the bottoms. That's where you're gonna get caught with your pants down. But basically, if you enter the market anywhere down here prior to the golden cross, and in between this fractal pattern and the golden cross, you're gonna look like a superhero. So right now, are we in a buyer's market or seller's market for Ethereum? This is clearly a buyer's market. The herd is selling because they don't know what they're doing, and they're gonna capitulate. Just like here, capitulate is give up. There's gonna be a lot of people that walk away from this space and just completely give up because it's too stressful. Why? Because they don't have a strategy. They didn't get their education. Like you are going to go to cryptocrewuniversity.com and get your education so you can recover those losses, gain your financial freedom, set up your family for the future, and take this game seriously. All right. So I just wanted to present some facts and knowledge with you on Ethereum. This was a highly touted video. Everybody wanted me to make this video. So here we are. We'll be following this pound for pound, move for move. Make sure you hit that follow button, subscribe, and we'll see you right back here on the next video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. There's only one question left. When to sell your cryptocurrency? Click right here, right now to find the 3 simple steps.